taping video right now. You want to say hi to the camera, Aiden?
Hi. Now, go to this side.
He's like, I don't actually want to talk to you. I just want to know where you're at. Look at this muffin. He's railroading me.
Cornered him while he's defenseless. Let me make sure that we got the shot set up. So you're backlit, so like I can't actually see your face. So it's like one of those secret informant interviews.
Faces have been protected. Names and faces have been changed to protect the innocent. Those fancy New York lights.
You don't do anything?
No. Is it like a switch? There's no switch thing? Nope, try again. Nope, try again. Is it that one right there by the stairs?
Ooh, you might be right.
Is there another one over? I would think it'd be closer to here. No, I think you just turned those off. How many mensches does it take to turn on a light bulb?
So I spent the morning with the family, and then we were going to go out to a park so the kids could play, but it was super hot and humid, so we didn't get too far. And if I could figure out how to get out this door, I'm going to go meet my friend Dan. Jaywalking like a pro, or like a tourist. This is Dan, and Dan is getting to meet my family.
Oh wow, it's his wife, my daughter. She's running here not to see Steve, but to see me.
Of course. Sure. Hi, I'm Dan.
Nice to meet you, Stephanie.
Nice to meet you too. And that's Katie.
She drives.
I know. What I was just saying.
She drives very well,
She picked up
actually.
in the city yesterday too.
I would not drive here. Not if I could avoid it. And I usually can. This is Dan. Dan's my friend. Hi.
My niece.
Yeah, we're about to go get Dunkin'.
Yeah,
the working man's coffee, right?
That's right.
Do you know where we're going?
I do,
Okay.
more or less.
I just started wearing this Fitbit, and I can see all my friends' stats and my stats, and I smoke it.
I actually had a Fitbit not that long ago, and I sold it when we moved into the trailer because I was like trying to save everything, you know, save all my money. So I sold it on eBay. Yeah, the Fitbit honestly is like the one thing that I miss. It's hard for me to believe in what I'm doing because I can't see the impact that it makes.
Yeah. I'm constantly trying to see things from the perspective of like a newly diagnosed kid in the middle of nowhere, like who just feels hopeless, like, and I think that that's worth something, you know, that inspiration from AdventureRx or from TN, you know, I think that's absolutely worth something. You put it in terms of AdventureRx exists to change a popular conception about what you can and can't do living with this disease, right?
More or less, yeah.
That anxiety is the number one thing that keeps me from like being more vocal and being more
you should join me and we could like hate ourselves together.
Yeah. And that's the other thing is like this community division between type 1 and type 2, and like I feel like so much type 1 activism just goes towards trying to clarify a label as to what like type 1 is and is not.
I've gotten some hate mail, some nasty grams over time for like not being specific about the like I'm type 1, not type 2, because so many people are so pissed about that. And like I get that the confusion can be problematic in some cases, but like the net result that I'm trying to achieve is not for people to understand the difference between type 1 and type 2 diabetes. It's like that's a good technical understanding, and there are stigmas that shouldn't be there for type 2 that trickle down to type 1.
Right.
And instead of saying let's correct the stigmas, people are like, let's just push the stigmas over on these other people so that way we don't have to deal with it. There's always people that are going to be pissed about that if you don't hit that, you know, if you don't hit that point. I have a friend in Canada. We were talking about the cost of insulin, and he was like, oh man, my insurance won't cover it. I have to pay out of pocket. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm thinking he's gonna be like, how much is it? I'm thinking he's gonna say like, $800 a month, whatever. He's like, oh, it's like $60. I don't have my insurance to cover it. And I was just like, dude, hang on a second. That's like a tenth of what it costs for insulin here, and over there again, no script, $60 out of pocket, no questions asked. I'm going around with this camera, talking to myself like an imbecile, and I don't know whether I need more diabetes in the stuff that I talk about or less, because the point isn't the diabetes. The point is like I'm living an unconventional lifestyle, dealing with the ups and downs, and I'm able to do it. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a corporate sponsorship. I'm not somebody special. I'm not an athlete. I'm lazy. And I work really hard to be able to be lazy without being detrimentally affected in my health.
Yeah.
And like people don't understand that, and like I'm working to be able to climb El Cap this fall because I want to send the message that it's like, look, whatever it is that you want to do, even if it's something arbitrary and arguably unnecessary, like climbing, if I can do this, what can you do, type of thing.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, well, don't people already know that?
No.
And I forget that there was a time that I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I can only say that because I'm only just now realizing that myself. It's because of seeing my friends like you and my friend Greg, who has run the Boston Marathon 3 years in a row now, like with his diabetes. Like for a long time I like sat back and watched those more active people I know with diabetes do that stuff, and I just said, oh, like that's great, but that's not me. Like I don't need to prove anything to like anybody, right? It's really amazing, like once you actually try, like you don't realize in what ways you've been holding yourself back just in your own complacency with like how things are.
That's a really good point. Getting people motivated to say, you know what, like I'm gonna do something, because you don't have to get it right on the first try, but if you've given up on trying anything,
maybe it's like mentorship that's like needed, right? Like in like a big brother, big sister kind of way. Like
yeah,
maybe you really need someone to like care about you as an individual and like someone who can interact with you.
people come from their individual perspective, which is isolated, into a community where they can reinforce themselves, but it's important that they go from that community back out to use that strength that they gain from the community to reinforce themselves as individuals. And it's like the point of community is give you strength to be an individual and to like live on your own terms.
Yeah.
I don't want community to overshadow individuality and just living on your own terms.
That's a great point.
Split dosing is going to have to be for another. That's a whole other conversation, because like people don't realize that like you can fine tune basal insulin and that it's not just for like pumps.
I'm a little bit scared that my CDE is going to be pissed off at me when she finds out that I've done this without consulting her first. But
yeah, I've heard of that.
If she's mad, then I'm just going to show her the data and be like, look, the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, it's true.
Fight me.
She told me, she was like, oh, I was doing splitting my dose and it worked so well. I was like, oh great. And she's like, yeah, then my doctor found out. He got so pissed at me and so I stopped. I was like, wait a minute, it was working, but you stopped because your doctor got pissed?
Yeah.
So it'd be pretty sweet if we could get in the building so that Dan can meet my daughter. Oh, there we go. Somebody let us in. Sweet.
Were you guys there for a while?
Short while.
Okay, sorry.
But
Just watching, so I don't think she can hear the door.
gotcha.
Exactly.
So Jill has a strict rule about no shoes.
Did you guys eat?
My sugar's high. I'm struggling with the sugars. And this is Jill, purveyor of fine foods and beverages. I'm gonna buy her a bed and breakfast someday
Okay.
because I want to bankroll a cooking operation so that I can
apparently.
get her to cook for me all the time.
She's a lot of big plans, man.
My nefarious scheme.
I was just trying to marry her, but
You can't do that because we're married and she's married.
And she's married now.
It's the diabetic diet.
Right? Just meat.
If you eat enough chicken, turns out it will make your blood sugar go up.
But she does marinate, do the salmon and teriyaki, so that might be the issue.
That probably is part of it.
Just a little bit, but I'm trending low, so I think I can afford it.
It was worth it. So good. That used to be a chicken before I ate it. And now my blood sugar is 200-ish.
Your followers are gonna skyrocket after this.
Hey guys, this is Dan. Be polite. Hi everyone.
Into the belly of the beast.
This is Dan.
Steve's friend.
This is Mike.
What's up?
Nice to meet you.
How tall are you?
Do you only have tall friends?
Yeah,
I am 6'3" or 6'4", depending on which doctor
It's
you
like
ask.
Twin Towers.
No one
over
can
here.
decide.
Wait, how tall are you?
Crazy.
6'3" or 6'4", depending on whether or not I slouch. So most of the time I don't stand up straight. If I stand up straight, somewhere in that neighborhood.
But what I find is that actually the measuring sticks get less accurate when you're like above 6 feet. It's like almost out of the range of detection. So,
Yeah, the calibration is
yeah, so it's like plus or minus a few inches there. No one really knows for sure. What's your name?
No, that's Daddy's friend. That's Daddy's friend. Give him knocks. Give him knocks.
She's so pretty.
Give Daddy knocks. Give Dan knocks.
Lilo doesn't do strangers.
Does she ride in a backpack when you're climbing the mountains?
When we go hiking, yeah, she goes in the backpack. Literally did me a huge favor by like coming out here because I'm
Happy to, man.
incapable of taking responsibility as an adult and traveling in the city. So
It's easy to get lost out there.
it's a big bad. It's dangerous.
In the urban jungle.
That's right.
Good deal.
Later, man. Thanks for coming out.
Absolutely.